What we wanted was a kick-ass, energetic rock band to come in and play at the club, the Lab Club. And David had a friend who knew a guy who had a friend who could get Motley Crue, which I didn't believe for 1 second. Not 1 second. Next thing you know, we got Motley Crue. We're starting to be a really cool show. We had on Billy Gibbons. Next season, we're going to have Cyndi Lauper and Motley Crue. I mean, that's a wide range, don't you think? It's a wide range of people, to be honest. So, yeah, it was good. It was good. Also, fire, always good in a season finale, don't you think? I think fans are going to be as satisfied as Booth and Brennan. What was that? Yes, I do. I hope so. If not, I'm in deep, deep trouble. They're really loyal fans. They're really noisy, and they do not shirk from telling me what they think. So if they don't like it, I'm going to hear about it. But I'm hoping they're going to like it. Booth has a health problem, and the actual symptom is seeing a cartoon. And we started thinking, what would be a good idea for him to see a cartoon, because it's amusing, an animated character. And it was Josh Berman, consulting producer Josh Berman, who came up with the idea of Stewie. And lo and behold, Seth MacFarlane came and did the voices, and it got animated, and it's going to be on TV, just like that. It's great. It's an odd ending to the season, don't you think? Stewie, and then Motley Crue. On Bones, on the Bones Show, little murder comedy. It's great. We're very happy.
It's unlike any episode we've ever done before. Number one, Motley Crue is on the show, playing in the lab, which is pretty crazy and awesome. And we've got so many people who've been on the show before who are coming back. We've got all the squints that rotate. Zach is back. So a lot of the fan favorites, all the people have come together, and it's really exciting. I think for anyone who watches the show and likes certain characters, pretty much everyone is in this episode. We have to have Motley Crue play somewhere, so we decide to change over the whole lab into a nightclub. It's kind of if we build it, they will come situation. You know, Tommy Lee started playing the drums, and that was pretty cool. Playing the drums on the set of Bones. And yeah, you catch the moments of rock and roll, Booth and Brennan. I think that when Booth and Brennan get together, it will happen in a very surprising and strange way, but it is still very much Bones. It's humorous. As you would imagine, Booth and Brennan getting together could be. It's romantic, it's sweet, it's tender, it's passionate. I think it's important to, have a big moment like that everyone's been waiting for, to have all of the qualities that we think of as Bones. And I think it lives up to that. And it won't happen when you think it's going to happen either.
It's pretty wild. Anytime you have like a major soundstage and you have a great rock and roll band come in and play it. I remember seeing the Eagles, Warner Brothers, when they played live there, and I think it was like 93 or 94. It's just there's just a surreal component to it when it all comes together and you got 4 cameras rolling. It's amazing to see how it all comes together, and then it couldn't be better. I mean, I think that the fit's nice. Motley Crue is, Dr. Feelgood, those types of songs, what's going on with the theme of this episode. So it has a lot going on for it, and I think the band fits the show perfectly. It's definitely something that's going to be unique. I mean, obviously the characters will get together, but the way it's done, it's going to be a lot different than your kind of normal get in the bed and do it kind of thing. There's a whole theme going on here. Motley Crue is in the episode. I think all the characters play on different types of roles and personalities, and it's really a giving back to the audience that's followed us, and we'll say, oh my God, that character's doing this, or that character's doing this, and mainly these 2 characters will get together and do the deed. I got to act with an animated little cartoon guy, so we shot all the stuff pretty much there was nothing there when I worked with them, and they ship it over to Korea, I think, and they do all the animation. But it's Booth basically going to the sperm bank to donate a sperm to give to her, and that unravels and it becomes a bit crazy for him because he's seeing things, which leads into the season finale of this, and he's got to have an operation.
In this bar, you have Sweets, who is the bartender. You've got Cam, who's a cop, with Jared, Boots' brother. You've got Angela, who is a hostess of this lab, the club. And you have... Who else? Who am I missing? That's it. Well, and then you've got everyone else. All of the interns are in it. It's fantastic. And Jack Hodgins is at the end of the bar of this Booth and Brennan owns, nightclub bar. And he is this narrating writer. He's kind of this would-be Brennan character of a successful writer, but in his own way, and very much a, kind of drunk guy at the end of the bar, which is a lot of fun. My hair's gotten big again for it, It's kind of grown out for the part. Motley Crue is on the show today, which is pretty awesome. No, it's gonna be exciting. That's kind of thrilling. And they're not the only band that plays in this episode, by the way. There is another band by someone very loved by people that watch Bones, which has a little cameo band playing. So I won't tell you who. John Francis Daly plays with his band, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, we've got John singing with his band and Motley Crue here today. It's kind of a cool way to go out in season 4.
There's a lot going on in this episode. There are twists and turns and surprises, and there are I think the fans are really going to love this episode because there are so many great people here who have been in episodes past, from Carol and Julian, Zach Addy, Eric Milligan, all of our interns, Ryan O'Neill. I can keep going, but there's a lot of fun stuff happening in this episode. Motley Crue is here. I'm feeling good. Dr. Feelgood. I'm feeling ready for some Dr. Feelgood, a little girls. It's going to bring back some memories for me, personally. I'm pretty psyched that they're here. I have no idea where Angela and Jack are. Hopefully they who knows? There was a question asked, and the question was asked of whether they would be getting back together. There was a sort of larger question asked on the show. God knows that people would like to get us back together. So who knows? Season 5, we will see. John Francis Daly's band played for us in this episode, and they were really good. I was like, not that I didn't think they were going to be good, but they were better than I thought they were going to be. Let's put it that way. They were awesome and the nicest guys, and I totally was like shaking my hips and. Maybe not in rhythm, but I was dancing a little bit, and it was super fun, and it was so cool to see him go from acting to playing piano to singing. He's so talented, so it was awesome.
My character's a bartender, and pretty much everyone else in the show is someone else, and a murder takes place, and we have to use sort of our skills in the nightclub to figure out who did it and how it was done. Day Player is the band that my character is the lead singer in, and it's actually a band that I'm in. And they renamed it Gormagon for the show, which is, if you can recall, it's the name of the serial killer from the previous episode, which sort of, fits with our type of music. It's very angst-ridden. Metaphorically, you could probably make a lot of homicidal ties to the lyrics. So, no, it's completely opposite of killing people. It's productive. It's, creating instead of destroying. So. The band was totally excited to be here. I mean, this was like an incredibly big thing for all of us, and it was the first time they were ever on television, let alone playing our music and on the season finale of a hit show. So all those things combined make it a pretty awesome experience.
This episode has been great because all the cast members are back. All the interns, Caroline is back, Max is back. It's been so amazing, and I think Hart has written it so cleverly. Everyone, I think the audience is going to be sort of pleasantly surprised by how everybody turns out. They're performing Dr. Feelgood, and I remember that song when it came out. I was living in Toronto at the time, and rock and roll's kind of big in TO, so.